And we're off. Hello, everybody. It's Jeremy Osterberger. I'm here at the Energy Projects Conference, and I'm with Cassidy Welch of BASF. Cassidy, always great to see you, my friend.
You as well, Jeremy. Great to be here. Thanks. Nice to see you.
Let's get it right into it, Cassidy. So talk about your role, and what does that mean? BASF, obviously, is a company a lot of people are familiar with, but Cassidy, folks might not understand what you do.
Yeah, I'm the key account for our EPC partnerships here for North America. What does that mean? Kind of managing 5 or 6 key accounts on the engineering construction side for our capital investments here in North America, including Canada and Mexico. Reason being is that probably 10 years ago, BASF, maybe like a lot of clients, had a huge list of suppliers. Not to say that we don't, but as big as BASF is, or I'd like to think is, big capital investment, when you take that pie and kind of divide it with about 1,000 suppliers, it wasn't a lot of spend. So in order to kind of be a little bit more important and relevant, which is hard in this industry. Look at this conference, 6,000 people here, right? So it's hard to be that way and stand out. We kind of cut it down to about 5 or 6 engineering EPC partnerships, and so I manage those key accounts here, based out of Houston, but a lot of those companies and organizations are all around North America.
Cassidy, how many key accounts managers are there? I don't know, in the domestic U.S., I guess.
And, well, I would say the title itself, I am seeing a little bit more of that in the industry. Okay. And so generally I've seen kind of on the contractor side, they're trying to do key account managing, but they're trying to pull in the clients. Even at BASF, it is a unique title, but I do have 3 counterparts. So as a global company, I have, I guess, my version, my title. There's someone in Ludwigshafen in our headquarters, one in Shanghai, and one down in Sao Paulo in South America. So there's actually 4 counterparts, and we all manage our region specifically.
I appreciate you defining that role, Cassidy. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So, Cassidy, I know you from a lot of associations. You're very committed to helping out industry in a lot of ways. Here at the Energy Projects Conference, you are the chair of the Petrochem track. Did I get that right?
You did.
So talk about that. Now, what's been talked about so far at the conference, Cassidy? What's it been like? And talk about that track.
Well, I guess first what's been talked about is the size of this, I would say. I think it started 3 years ago. It was 1 track in a small hotel. Last year was 2 tracks in a bigger hotel.
That's right.
Now we got 4 tracks and we're at the George Brown.
Right.
So that's the first observation, announcing 6,000 attendees and registers. Specifically the petrochemical track, it's been great. I mean, it's the first time we've had that at the conference, so unique. And so, yeah, there's, the conference in the past, I think, wanted to look at LNG, ammonia, and different, but it's kind of hard to avoid petrochemical refinery in Houston.
It all ties together.
Had to bring it in. So, yeah, we tackled already capital project investments. We're going to have turnarounds. We're going to talk a little bit about tariffs, AI, some of the key topics, probably that touch all the tracks, but specific more to the owners and EPCs that support kind of the petrochemical refinery industry.
Yeah, so far the tracks I've been in, tariffs are the dominant top talking point. So
yeah.
Well, Cassidy, another group that you're heavily involved with is Rice Global Forum. Tell us about your role with RGF.
Yeah, Rice Global Forum, for those who don't know, it's kind of an oil gas association with Rice University, so kind of the academic tie-in, which makes it unique. So I'm the chair of the board of directors, came on in January. So similar to maybe a lot of industry organizations, it's made up of, right now we have around 40 sponsors, various contractors, clients, but unique also sponsors. We have law firms. We have university panelists and representatives. So it's a little different than just traditional client and contractors making it up. We do a lot of academia panels. Similar, I would say, topics to this, but a little more unique and twist. We have our activities quarterly and an annual gala coming up in November. So, yeah, goal this year is up and down to the association in Middle East. This year, flat V curve up. Sponsorship to Cocoa Sweat.
And how about everyone involved? And you got owner-operators involved, the contractors. What is that community like? Who's involved with Rice Global Forum?
So specifically owners, BASF, Air Products. We have Chevron coming down as guests, so Shell. And so, yeah, it's more right now. Originally, actually started out as an EPC kind of contractor association. They wanted to get clients in. I think a little bit for the networking purposes, but just to grow it, and I agree with that. So that's kind of why they asked me to be the chair. So, yeah, but it's, just based on the subject matter expertise and the panels we do, like I said, I mentioned a law firm. It's rare you see, I would say, lawyers specifically be members of your board of directors, which we have. So it's been a great growth. We got Future Leader program that's growing, sponsorship's growing. We just got done with a panel at Rice University, which was sponsored by Bechtel. And Q3 panel is coming up, going to be hosted downtown, FTI Consulting at Viva. It's going to be on AI, cutting edge. We like to be pragmatic, provocative, entertaining, and educate at Rice Global.
Fantastic. For people that aren't aware, Rice Global Forum is obviously based in Houston.
It is a Houston-based organization mainly. You can be anywhere, but yes.
Okay. So, Cassidy, let's get into BASF a little bit. Tell us about North America, where we're at. There's some capital projects happening now. I'll leave that open-ended for you. Talk about maybe some projects that are happening or really what's on the horizon for BASF.
Yeah, I guess I guess the big talking points always has to be around sustainability. And yeah, we had a pretty big list of that. We're still going forward. I mean, came from a meeting last week with BASF leadership, which has been made known that our 2050 net zero targets remain. BASF is committed to that. And so, yeah, we have projects, I would say, probably in the top 5 or 6 on the horizon looking at that, different areas, different technologies. So, which is unique and it's special because generally with a lot of BASF projects, it's usually our own technology. So with a lot of the sustainability stuff, it's not, which is kind of exciting and interesting, which we found that has us working with a lot of different firms, both globally and domestically. But yeah, I mean, we're groups such as our Ag division, Intermediates division, are doing really well. And so, yeah, excited for that. And yeah, I mean, I know the chemical industry is kind of flat and kind of people know that, but we're looking to pick up next year. And, we're a big company. We're healthy. Looking forward to that.
Well, Cassidy, I always love hanging out with you, man. Thank you for being a friend to BIC, and I appreciate you spending time with BIC Magazine on camera.
Thanks a lot. You guys are first in class. Love seeing you guys at conferences, and so thanks for supporting Rice, this conference, and everything else that you guys do.
Cassidy, thank you, man. Great to see you.
Absolutely. Thanks very much. Thank you, Chairman.